I'm like shaking. I didn't even bring tissues because I was so sure that I was ready to do this video without crying, and lo and behold, I never ever thought I'd make this kind of video. Hi, Shannon Douglas, or Shannon Shortcake, whatever you want to call me, and today I am going to be talking about what I've been going through the past couple months or weeks, however you want to look at it. This is really difficult for me. I actually wrote down notes because I don't want to ramble, and I also just don't want to have like no direction whatsoever. So, just in a nutshell, I'm heartbroken. Oh my gosh, that's so original, girl. Like, yeah, I'm heartbroken from a past situation. It's like been really hard to deal with. I had my first lesbian relationship and it did not end very well. Like a year and change, and it was very intense at first, like extreme connection. Like I felt completely different. I've never felt like anyone has ever really connected with me like that at first. And she felt the same way at first. Isn't that how these all start? So it was intense, and how I'm feeling, it's weird now that the camera's in my face. I keep saying and I'm like stammering. But before, when I was like practicing in my shower, I'm like, I got this. This will be easy. I'm not gonna shed a tear. How I'm feeling pretty betrayed, pretty sad, but not really, because you know, in these types of situations, if your relationship ends, usually you kind of see it coming. Whether you would like to ignore those signs or not, like you have an idea, like, okay, this is not going too well. What am I gonna do with this information, right? Like, either whether it be communication, whether it be quality time, whether it be whatever. I actually just studied what my love language is, and my love language is acts of service and quality time. Super lacked in the quality time spectrum, and which is weird because we in the past would spend a lot of time together, whether she was doing something or not. Like she would be like, oh well, you know, I'm done with this, come through, like, and that just completely ceased like after Christmas or so. Actually before Christmas, because it was Thanksgiving we spent together, but Christmas we didn't. I'm not gonna do a timeline, and I don't want to do this video to like for anyone to bash her. If anyone has an idea who I'm talking about, like I don't want that. I don't want why am I crying right now? I don't want anyone to treat her any differently. Like if you're still cool with her, you can be cool with her, you know what I mean, and you can be cool with me, that's fine. Like I don't want any revenge. I don't want anyone to say any mean things to her, like go up to her and ask her anything. So this video, I'm not gonna bash her. I'm gonna try to talk as like objective as possible, because you know, like everything has a side. There's my side, there's her side, and there's the truth. Our relationship was very rocky at the end, and that's typical for breakups. Like you're gonna argue, you're not gonna agree on things, blah blah blah. But the difference is you choose whether it's worth building that or not. And obviously with the situation that I'm in, like that is not an option. So whew. I've just recently been in tune with my emotions and talking about how I feel, so like expressing it is really hard for me, but I've expressed it. Why am I crying? I'm not even talking about anything sad. I've expressed it to a couple people that I trust, a few, and I didn't name anybody, or I didn't even say like what exactly I'm sad about. I was just like, hey, I'm heartbroken, like, you know, what should I do, type of thing. And a lot of them said the same things, like, well, you have to know your worth and like what you offer in a relationship, and the only thing we can suggest to you is time. Time is the best healer of all. And I mean, these are things that I already know, but I guess it's just reassurance hearing it from other people. And I guess I was kind of in denial at first with my situation, because I was under the impression that we were not together because this person wanted time for their career, and they just wanted to chill out and focus on that. But that is not what is happening, and that is okay. But you know what? I have to take accountability for the actions as well as what I have accepted in the past. And I think we women especially, like, we really struggle with that. Like someone can do us wrong, and it obviously that's really bad, and we cry about it and we're upset and like we're angry. But at the same time, it's like that for one time is probably not that one time. Like, there were probably red flags or signs that, okay, this person probably doesn't care for you as much as you think, or this person is not really in it the way that you think they're in it, or they're not in it as much as you are. I would just say, like, don't avoid the signs, and because of that, like, if we avoid the signs, we're gonna have like the rudest awakening of life. The other thing is too that making up and breaking up eventually just kind of tears you down. So even if, you know, the end result was not even that big of a deal, or like little things is what broke you up, it's kind of like, well, if that's not your first breakup, it tears you down and you feel really sad, even if the reason why you're not together is not that sad. It's just your soul is constantly being crushed. So that's not cool. And from this past experience, I've learned that relationships don't really end. They end over time. It's like one thing happens, like closer to breakup, closer to breakup, closer to breakup, and then like it just all explodes. And so then you're kind of stuck like, oh. So that's the end of that. I don't want to go too much into my life. I don't want to make it too personal. Like, this is clearly personal, but I don't want to go too personal. But essentially, I actually ended up seeing my ex kiss someone else in public, and that literally destroyed me. Because I'm like, immediately I think about like, oh my gosh, was I lied to? What, like, and I automatically thought about why. And that's the worst thing that you could ever do. I didn't even bring tissues because I was so sure that I was ready to do this video without crying. And lo and behold, I was watching a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, trying to get better, trying to get an understanding, trying to like piece myself back together. Because when you're heartbroken, you're everywhere. You're like a mess. My research include Ayanla, and if any of you watch her show or like know about what she does, she's pretty good at what she does. A little harsh, but I need that right now, clearly. Her question in a video that was pertaining to relationships was, when did I know why it wasn't going to work, and why did I stay? That is such an important question, because we always love to pretend that we have no idea how any of it happened, and we're so heartbroken, like it just came out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes some relationships end out of nowhere, but it's really rare. Like, that's not like a thing that happens often. I'm going to admit that I knew that it wasn't going to work about a month and a half ago, when I would reach out and send cute messages and like put myself out there and plan things to receive nothing, or silence, or just no, there was just no thought or love. Sorry. So anyway, like I was saying, like that's when I knew like I was putting so much effort and I was not receiving anything back. Like I would, even just the simplest of like a good night text, I wouldn't receive anything back, or I wouldn't be told I love you. I wouldn't be, like, the love and affection that we had, it was just slim to none. To conclude this emotional, embarrassing video, I've decided to move beyond the hurt and the anger with grace. I don't want anyone to bash this individual, and I still very much care for them. I will just deal with my own emotions and myself and move on in that way. And I'm going to be gentle with myself. I'm not going to beat myself up for not getting over this as fast as I want to. I hope this helps somebody. Like, I just want everyone to know that has been heartbroken or is heartbroken right now that you're not alone. I feel absolutely terrible. And the line of work that I do, I have to constantly be like happy and like impressive and like be out there. I don't have time to be sad. I just want everyone to know that it's okay to feel it and it's okay to go through it, their emotions. I used to think that that was not a thing, like you just have to like move on and just keep it moving and like ignore your emotions, but that's gonna make it worse and you're not gonna get over it that way. You're just not. So I don't have anything else to say, but thanks for listening, thanks for watching. And I actually made this video because I want to see how I am a year from now or even like 3 months from now, like, because I feel so bad. Like, I know I'm like trying to be attentive and like not just completely destroy myself right now. I had like 2 hours of sleep last night because I just had too much what's it called, dysmorphine, endorphins, dopamine, I think it's dopamine. I had way too much dopamine coming out of my body, like, and that's what your body releases to wake you up. And that's what it does in panic mode when you're like heartbroken or like sad or scared, like you can't sleep, you can't, you know, you're alert. And so I was alert all night and it wasn't fun. I was up till about 8 in the morning, went to sleep, woke up at 10, and now I did laundry. I wanted nothing to do with today. I wanted to go to sleep and that's it. I wanted to lay in bed. I wanted to watch more videos on how to get better. Like, I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like there's not enough videos out here about heartbreak, specifically about lesbians or like gay people. And I know a lot of people don't even know this. So, surprise. I want to get over this, but with grace and with dignity and loving myself, and whoever comes along will come along, and I am 100% ready for them, and I won't feel uncomfortable and I won't feel like I'm forcing myself. It will be natural and it will be nice. I'm putting that in the universe. So, whew. Video is probably gonna be long anyway. Like I said, I didn't want it to be long, but it's long probably. I know it does get better, and I'm not, and there will be days where I want to cry a lot and like just lounge around, eat ice cream, but I'm going to force myself not to do that. I'm gonna allow my emotions to flow, but I'm not going to stay docile and still. I'm going to keep moving. I have no choice. I gotta do this. So thank you again for listening, and anyone going through something like this, you're not alone. I never felt this way before in my life. Like, I have had heartbreak and I have been like destroyed and crushed, but this is on a whole new level, and I feel like it's because it was with a woman. Like, I feel like it was a lot bigger of an emotional connection, and I just, I would get over it. I will get over it. I'll be fine. Comment like anything that you've done for your heartbreak to make it easier, or how long it took you to get over someone you thought you would never get over. Like, just comment something, please, or like even just a smiley face or like a cool emoji. Like, that would be cool too. Like, I just want to see things. Bye. Man, my heart is like racing. My heart is like, oh my god, get me out of this cage. And I'm trying to still be upbeat and chipper and stuff. Who the hell's at my door? This is so embarrassing. I cannot put this on here. So it's not like abrupt.